stop and take a little time out with me. Just take 5.
Yeah. It's really the last time of the year, Joe. It's really the last time of the year, so let's go ahead and do this right.
Give it to me, give it to me.
Take 5, man. I appreciate y'all joining me. You know what I mean? What's up with y'all too?
Not much.
Chilling. Just got back. Had a smooth day. Ready to go ahead and get into it. I know we have this is sad. You said the last time of the year that we're talking football, probably. I mean, we'll probably go NFL draft. We'll go draft a little bit. But I mean, this is the bleakest time of the year for a sports fan, for real sports fans.
It's such dramatic. Like that's how we're starting the show off. Like you don't watch no other sports than football, bro. What's wrong with you?
I watch other sports, but I mean, you know how it is. Regular season.
I'm not convinced that you watch other sports. Actually, I don't even know about this one. We'll find out shortly.
Anyways, so
we'll definitely find out shortly. Yeah, what's up with you? What's up with you, man?
Not much. You know, I'm feeling the same way Jew is right now. Like, kind of sad. NFL season's it's done. No more.
I mean, yeah, no, it's definitely done. It's definitely over with. But gentlemen, you'll be happy to know that is the topic of conversation today, right? There's a lot to unpack from the Super Bowl. You know, some positives, some negatives. But I'd like to first take a moment. You know, I really have no problem sharing the love, so it's only right, to be honest, that we take this time, right, and talk about real ball knowers, right? It's one thing to talk ball, you see what I'm saying, but it's a whole completely different thing to actually know what you're talking about. There are many pretenders. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors in the world, especially on the media, right? However, I have one job on this podcast. One job, ladies and gentlemen, and that's to set you free, right? And I don't expect reward. I'm not in need of praise. You see what I'm saying? I am not in need of praise. I just want to be honest. That's all that I could do. That's how I was raised. And that's what I will continue to do until they take me out, right? So I got on this podcast many a week ago, and I let you know exactly who would come out of this thing, right? They were a dark horse at the time. Julian told me that that's changed, probably because I picked them. And you already know what that is. If I bet on sports, if I did, I'd listen to myself. But anyway, shout out to the Seahawks, man. You already know what we're about to get into. They hoisted that trophy. So, gentlemen, I have a few topics to discuss from this Super Bowl. But first and foremost, let's just talk about the game. You know, let's talk about what happened on the turf. How did y'all feel about the game? General vibe check.
I mean, in my opinion, I felt like one team deserved to be there and the other team really didn't.
That's low.
That's not. I mean, Patriots, they faced a backup quarterback in the AFC Championship, and we all saw it play out. I mean, it was terrible. He literally lost them the game. They could have had like 30, 50 other quarterbacks in that game and won. Dude, like all they had to do is not turn it over. And man, what's his name?
Are you talking about in the Broncos game?
Yeah, I'm talking about in the Broncos game. Okay. I'm saying, yeah, like the Patriots, I don't feel like they deserve to be there. I don't think they were ready for the moment.
But when you say somebody does not deserve to be there, are you trying to say they didn't have a world-class season leading up into the playoffs? You just mentioned one game.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. The regular season, they probably had two difficult games the whole year outside of like the Bill. Like they played the Bills and who else in the regular season?
Bills are a tough team.
I mean, outside of the Bills, they didn't really play anyone. So I mean, in the playoffs, they ran into the Texans
and they played Chiefs, Ravens, didn't they?
Yeah, those teams are not very good, bro. Like, let's just be real. Their schedule.
What teams were good exactly?
The Bills. I think they played the Jaguars too. That's what I'm missing. They played the Jaguars. But other than those two teams, like their cupcake schedule, it showed. Like in the playoffs, they got lucky. They faced Stroud, who pretty much handed them the game, and then they faced the backup quarterback. So I think it's pretty fair to say they didn't deserve to be there. It showed out, and it showed out when they played, bro. Like they had no offense. They couldn't get any first downs. Their defense was pretty good, I felt like, throughout the game, but the offense just had nothing.
Sums it up well. Man,
so you agree that they did not deserve to be there? That's what you're saying?
Deserving is a tough word to use. They deserve to be there. They won the games. I mean, they won the games in the regular season. They won the games in the postseason. Do I think that they were a Super Bowl caliber team in a normal year? No. I've been telling y'all that all year. I've been calling them fool's gold. I said Patriots were fool's gold, and I said Drake May was fool's gold. I don't even know. I don't understand how he had real MVP shots. It's easy to say this now after, seeing him have a meltdown in the Super Bowl. But I've been saying it all year when it wasn't easy to say. Just watching the games, bro, watching him play, it left a lot to be desired, in my opinion. And this is throughout the regular season. For one game in particular, I mean, I saw him play the Falcons, right? And that's our team, that's my team, right? And it was bad. It was really bad. And this is around the time when Patriots were rolling. And they ended up winning the game because Falcons just found ways to lose, obviously. But just watching him play, Michael Penix played better than him, which is crazy, bro.
Okay. I've heard enough of this. So let me spoon feed you, gentlemen, Paul. Right? Let me help you out. Right? The game is more than just the quarterback. Right? So what did we see as far as the two teams going head to head? Right. I mean, that ultimately led the Seahawks to this demanding and decisive victory.
I mean, the Seahawks offense in totality got dominated. The Patriots offense as a whole got dominated. This is true. It wasn't just Drake May, but he played bad. We're not going to sit here and say he didn't play bad. He's the number one guy on the team. He's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be the MVP, all the things that they've been saying, and he played really bad. So I know what people are saying, offensive line. I'm an offensive line guy. They got beat.
It was definitely the offensive line, bro. Like the offensive line. I'm surprised at you. I'm really surprised at you and disappointed, actually. They were getting manhandled on the line. It was a battle of the trenches.
Dude, even if the O-line was playing well, he wouldn't have played well, dude.
Yeah, he was holding the ball. He wasn't helping them at all. I don't know if it's a play calling issue. I don't know if he was just nervous. I mean, he had happy feet. You can see him. He's patting the ball, and then somebody comes and they sack him or they come and pressure him. That's not how it's meant to go, right? We can't just blame the offensive line. Like, offensive line is going to get beat eventually. That's offensive line play. You're going to get beat. It's just getting beat slowly. That's a win. If you get beat slowly, you're winning. Did
the offensive line get dominated in this game? Yes or no?
He did. They got beat. I don't even want to say they got dominated because I think that he made it look worse than it actually was.
This is crazy, bro. Like they absolutely got manhandled. I'm talking guys getting pushed from their spot into May. Like, what do you want him to do?
The play that you're referring to, it didn't even count, bro. The play was
no, it happened multiple times.
It's happened multiple times. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the guy the play where he got thrown into Drake May, like on his ass.
That's not supposed to happen, Julian. Did you know?
I agree. He played poorly. Left tackle, obviously,
then let's stop the narrative building.
No. There's no narrative building. I'm just being real about what we saw. Like they got beat for sure. They should have been able to run the ball better. They had no offense. They got dominated as a group. I just don't think that he helped them at all. I think that he played pretty bad, or he played really bad in a huge moment. And if you're the quarterback, right, the guy who's been getting all the credit all year, he's been getting all the credit. MVP, he was MVP runner-up.
All the credit is crazy.
He needs to take a lot of credit. He needs to take
all the credit, bro. Come on.
MVP?
Y'all know Trady, y'all was doing this thing. Like, y'all know they got guys
What were we hearing about Patriots offensive line when they were playing well? What did we hear about them?
Nothing.
I never heard a shout. What did we hear about Ramondre Stevenson that he needed to get benched for Travion? Right?
I don't know. I don't know what relevance this has in this game.
My point
This
is
is a head-to-head matchup with one of the top, if not the top defense in the league.
no. My point is that he was getting all the credit, so he needs to shoulder a lot of the blame if it goes in the opposite way.
Yeah, I agree.
He does, bro.
That's in the biggest moments and biggest games.
Listen,
Hey, streets are saying
blame your leaders for
him
sure.
break the
Like,
schedule
I'm not
mate.
gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and say you don't blame schedule man. But no, you have to blame your leaders for sure. But again, we can't deny what we saw out there, gentlemen. I mean, that was it seemed like men versus boys.
No, they got
Like,
dominated.
They got utterly and completely dominated. In the first half of this game, though, it was a defensive matchup, right? So the Seahawks were able to at least get themselves into field goal range to put points on the board. But it's not like anything crazy was happening with their offense at first anyway. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots defense, they held up their end of the bargain. They've been like that all year, right? They played how they are supposed to play. But at the end of the day, like you all are saying about the offense, they could not move the ball, right? And when you cannot move the ball, bad things will happen because guys will wear down slowly and slowly.
I do want
mhm.
to point out real quick. Another point that I've been making all year is that I do think the Patriots were a year ahead. Like they did overachieve this year to get to the Super Bowl, regardless of all those quarterbacks getting hurt. Like to get this team into the Super Bowl, Drake May's second year starting, first year head coach, like that's a huge jump, right? And I think that they will get better. Do I think they're going to go back? No, I don't think so next year. I just don't. I think, Mahomes, he'll probably come back for some of the season. Lamar Jackson will be hopefully healthy. Joe Burrow will be healthy. Like, we can't bet on all of these things going the way that they did this year in order for them to get to the Super Bowl. But I do think that they do deserve credit for overachieving this year. And they have a bright future. So it's not just over. Like it's not like, I don't know. It's not all bad for them.
Listen, I mean, there's nobody in the world that's not going to agree that with the circumstances, with the story of this Patriots team, that we're not quote unquote overachieving, but this notion that they didn't deserve to be there after a 14-3 season, it's football, gentlemen. It's football. Like a lot of things have to go in your favor in order to win these games.
A lot of things did go in their favor. A lot of different things that usually do not happen.
Pretty much everything shook their way.
Yeah,
throughout the end of the season, throughout the season and the end of the season.
That's not how the game works, gentlemen. I mean, you have to snap the ball and face other grown men at the end of the day. They played exceptional football.
I'm just saying, look, if three top quarterbacks in your conference go down, that favors you. That favors you, bro. That's not a
but we saw a top quarterback in Buffalo.
Yes, they did.
It takes more than just that. They had a world-class team. They had guys.
World-class team.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean? What do I mean by that? They had guys on both sides of the ball.
This was not in any other year. This team is not special.
Yeah, I don't even know if this team gets out the first round in many.
Even in this year, if they have a different schedule, that's why they're calling him Drake. Quote, the schedule may. Even if they dropped him into a different team schedule this year, I don't think it goes the way that it did. 13-3, bro. That team was not like that. They had one of the worst schedules of all time in NFL history, and that's not me stretching it. Just in terms of winning percentage, it was one of the worst of all time, literally ever. So to have that
can happen in the National Football League. I dare you all again, though. Name me a team. Like. Name me a team that was supposed to take them out.
The Broncos with their healthy quarterback.
What do you mean with the Broncos? No, they were not a better team than them, pound for pound. Like I know we're gonna sit here and talk about how the quarterback lost them the game. Yes, he turned it over, but they had a better football team. All in all,
I thought both of those teams were fool's gold. Both of those teams.
You said that
the place where they did. Like, so either one of them, like I said, I would have picked whoever got out of the NFC over either one of those teams that made it to the AFC Championship. Because I don't know. I just didn't like either of them this year. But
and to be, I
To be
I
fair,
don't know about all this.
I don't even think the Patriots are like a top 5 team in the whole NFL.
You an
Like,
Eagles fan.
No, I'm just being honest. I don't even think they're that like. I think they would have lost a lot of other teams in the NFC.
Well, then let's talk about this while we're on the subject, because Julian brought up the point that will we see the Patriots come back? All right. Regardless of what team, what they're able to do this year, and as far as my take, I believe Julian is right in that aspect. To go back, that's going to take a Herculean effort. Of course, they're going to have this experience under their belt, but we don't see teams go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things are going to have to happen for them to make it back to this stage, right? So I thought, as a young group, this was your moment. This was your opportunity. But now, they're going to have to look into what went wrong and retool and try and do that thing again. But I don't think it's going to happen as soon as next season.
I agree. Definitely not next season. You have to, like I said, you have to depend on a lot of things to shake your way in order for this to happen again. And I don't think that they will. Just statistically, that's not likely to happen. So
yeah, this reminds me of the Commanders team from 2 years ago. Like, they were young, they didn't know what they didn't know, so they were hungry. But reality hits quickly. Like, what's his name hit a wall year 2. So we'll see what happens.
You just had to throw that in.
I'm just saying, bro, you gotta change your game up. Like, Dre might have to start using his legs more. Because I felt like what happened this year is definitely not gonna happen next year.
You have to use the legs if he doesn't have linemen. But what about the
I'm not
Seahawks?
rolling with that one. But the Seahawks will be good. They have hella cap room for next year. Obviously, their coach is a really good coach. Shame on the Ravens for letting them walk. But I think they'll be back in contention for sure. That defense is here to stay for sure. They're young too. That secondary is really young and explosive. Those guys in that D line, some of them are young. So I'm happy for the Seahawks. Honestly, I'm glad to see them get a ring, especially Mike McDaniel. He really is a good coach. I wanted the Falcons to get him, but
Just like I told you.
I always thought he was a good coach though.
Yeah. Anywho, it's just a question that it just came to mind. Shout out to It Is What It Is podcast. I got this from them. But are y'all taking this defense that the Seahawks have today? Or are you taking the Legion of Boom? What are you shaking your head for? Like,
No,
are you taking the Legion of Boom or this defense that they've got?
It's not even comparable.
Yeah, it's not even comparable.
It's not like.
No,
Do you know what they did statistically?
It doesn't matter.
cool. They're cool, bro, but no.
Yeah, that defense, bro, is probably. I don't know if I'm taking 2 more defenses over that of all time. Like, if you just go by the position group and the players, there's probably at least 5 Hall of Famers on that defense. On that Legion.
Man, this defense has just been assembled. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
They're
have
young.
to take that into. Yeah, we have to take.
They don't
that
have
into
superstars
account.
though. They don't have the superstars.
I mean, they do have superstars. They have
not
superstars.
the same amount, not at the same caliber.
I mean, yeah. They have Hall of Famers on the on the Legion of Boom. Those were Hall of Famers. And these guys could become that. But I don't think all of them will, All of those star players now would have to become Hall of Fame caliber, best player at your position type of guys to be compared to that team.
I'm so disappointed in Julian though, bro. Like the way he's just sweeping under the rug what the defensive line was able to do. Like you talk that big game about it being about the trenches, bro, and then you just failed to mention what the line
I think
was
that's
able to
wait. I think they won the game because they dominated the trenches. I never said that I didn't. No, I'm saying I believe that. I agree.
I'm getting tired.
I'm saying I agree with that.
I'm tired.
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm saying I also agree with that they won the game because they won the trenches, which is a general trend in football. I'm saying what deserves more shine in this moment is that Drake may piss down his leg, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, yeah, he had a train coming towards him. Like, I don't know what you want him to do.
I'm sorry. I'm not letting it slide though. That's my point. That's not an excuse.
You never let it slide. You definitely never let it slide.
It's not even an excuse because of how poorly he played though. Like there were plays, yes, where he had no chance, but
What did
they
the
were
running back do?
plenty.
What was the running game doing?
I don't know. They played fine. They played okay, bro.
You don't know.
They played okay. What
Okay.
did they do? 30
Let's
yards,
see.
40 yards?
Yeah, what is
What do you
that
go,
gonna
40
do
yards?
in the Super Bowl? What is that supposed to
No.
do?
Listen, though, they weren't even hitting anything easy, though. That's my point, though. They weren't getting anything easy. There was plenty of easy throws there, easy reads to make guys running wide open. Some of them for touchdowns.
They
That were
weren't
missed,
getting
bro.
anything easy because
No. I'm saying there were opportunities that presented themselves to the Patriots that were easy, and they weren't even hitting those. They weren't hitting layups, bro. It was
they
bad.
weren't hitting layups.
There were a lot
No,
of
they
underneath
weren't.
routes open like that he could have hit. If he just had a little bit more
Guys
time,
running-
though,
There were
I-
guys running open. There was times where he held the ball and patted the ball for way too long. So
he does that.
taking sacks. If you're taking sacks, you're killing your team's chances. A sack pretty much kills a drive. That's football, bro. If you get a sack or a super negative play, your drive is over, essentially. So this happened throughout the game consistently, and it resulted in them getting their shit. There, they got blown out, bro.
It's
Like,
funny
come
because
on,
they couldn't even make an adjustment. It seemed like they tried to do different things and they couldn't figure out one thing to work the entire
and they
game.
also, bro. There was also several times where it's on the quarterback to adjust
Yeah.
his protection, bro. Like if a guy is hot, if they're bringing more guys than you can block. There's times, for example, I can make this very simple. Ian understands this. Ian plays me in the college football video game, right? And sometimes he'll spread out all of his players, right? I'm just making this simple. He'll spread out all of his receivers. So he'll have 5 guys out receiving. So which means that he has 5 blockers. I'll put 6 men on the line, which means that there's no chance for him to block it. There's one guy who's going to run free. So if he doesn't have a plan for the one guy who's going to run free, he is fried. This happened to Drake May many times. They're walking guys up. Drake May should say, oh crap, this guy is the guy who's going to come free based on the protection that my line is doing. If my line is going to slide right, which means maybe there's going to be a guy coming off the left side unblocked. He's me. He's mine, right? We're not blocking him regardless. We're not blocking him because the line is sliding the opposite way. There were times where you should know that as a quarterback, and he stood there with the ball and got sacked. That's not an offensive line problem, bro. That's not.
I think
Unless he's not setting the protections. I don't know. If the center is setting the protections, like maybe we blame him. I don't know what they're doing. Like I don't know the inner workings of what the Patriots do with the pass, bro. But it was a failure on many parts, and it's not just on the offensive line's actual play. It was mental too. And you saw it. That's why he was nervous.
it would make sense that he doesn't call the protection just because he's so young.
He's
and
young.
It's a
That's
big
cool, but look, even if we don't blame him for that, bro, he knows the protection. You know, like even if you're setting the wrong protection, right? Even if you slide the wrong way, you still know who's gonna come unblocked. Like you still know this is the guy who I'm reading as hot.
yeah,
Like,
and
he's
there were
not gonna be blocked, and he held the ball. There was
Okay.
a time where he held the ball and he got sacked for a fumble.
well.
Like you killed your team's chances. You were killing your team's chances.
Also, I think there were a lot of just great disguises by Mike McDonald just because.
Mike McDonald is really, really good at like the simulated pressure and all that stuff. So that's got to be hell to play against. I agree, but come on, bro. Like this is a Super Bowl. It's no time for excuses right now, and it's just as hard for the offensive line as it is for Drake May, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I only have 2 things to say left on this topic. I only have 2 things left to say, and then we'll move on to one last football topic. First and foremost, what we just demonstrated here is what we call fence straddling. Fence straddling. No. Listen to me. Listen to me. You had your time. It's my time now. It's my time now. Now listen. Now, when we have these discussions about football, basketball, whatever the case may be, what I find typically with Julian, but now he's got a henchman with him. Now he's got a goon. Okay, is that we're learning that somehow 2 things can be true at one time.
That is
You see what I'm saying?
That's
Like it's almost like saying water is wet and also dry. You see what I'm saying? So it's when we have this alphabet soup of he should have been setting the protections. That was his fault. But on the other hand, though, he's still too young. He probably wasn't even doing that.
I didn't say
You said
that. Ian said that.
I'm just saying, both can't be true.
They both can be true,
All right?
bro.
No. But let me give you another example. No. All right, y'all had your
literally
time.
said
You had
there's
your
no
time.
excuse
No, Julian, but
regardless.
listen to me. Julian, listen to me though. Listen to me. So,
Oh,
for example, right? It wasn't the what should we call it? The offensive line's fault, right? It was Drake May's fault. He should have known the pass pro, whatever the case may be.
no, it's
But
both.
at the same time, they had such a great defensive scheme, right? That it was just, the blitzes were just so disguised so well that he
Wait.
could not could
Wait.
not get the protection.
I don't understand. I don't
Both
understand
can't
how
be
that's
true.
how is that so complex? Okay,
Both
you
can't
can
be
say
true.
we can say
Whose
we did a
fault is
bad
it?
job on offense. You can say we did a bad job on offense, and they did a really good job on defense too. That can be true.
They're the best defense in the league. We
That's
expected
fine.
that, right? But what we can't
We didn't
expect
expect for-
is people to take steroids at halftime in order to get bigger. We can't expect that. That's not an adjustment that could be made. Not with the bylaws. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Julian, there's no X's and O's that could
I mean, there
me
was many
versus you
things
on the
they-
line.
I mean,
If
there's
you stepped
many
in front of
things.
if you stepped in front of me and I put you on your ass, right? Don't point that finger at Ian. It's not Ian's fault. It's you versus me.
Morgan. If a guy is running free, I'm talking about if a man is running free. There were times where there are guys running free. They're running straight free, not unblocked. You need to know who's coming free. That's my
Yeah.
point. That's all.
That's a
That's
good-
all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's your
Did
job.
they
as a
run
quarterback.
through men?
No. There's times where guys got ran through for sure. That's
Okay.
going to happen in football.
We're on the same page.
But I'm talking about the vast majority of the times there's guys who are getting through very quickly. Like they're coming in, if not free, you're getting like half of their body, right? So you're not really getting fully in front of them, which means you're likely you're beat, right? Those times he needed to know, bro. That's all I'm saying. If not him, then it's on whoever was setting the protection or whoever designed their pass, bro. I don't know. We can go to Josh McDaniels, the center, Drake May. In terms of pass, bro, it was a failure on all accounts.
Then that's to blame. Not just one man.
It's not just him.
Five, man. I'd say 5, man. All right. Anywho. All right. This is the last thing I want to mention here. The National Football League Super Bowl MVP was Kenneth Walker III. Okay. Kenneth Walker III. Do we agree with this and why?
Yeah, he had a really good game. I mean, I think it's just as simple as that. Like he played very well. He toted the rock, helped him kind of control the clock, ball control. He played very well. So yeah, I agree. I mean, if not, you would have had to give it to someone on defense, I think, because JSN didn't play the whole game. Cup didn't really do anything. So I definitely don't think Sam Darnold deserved it. He also missed several open touchdowns, like wide open walk-in touchdowns. Not to say he played bad, but if anyone, Kenneth Walker or a defensive player. So I don't know who dominated the most on defense, but whoever that was, him.
Yeah, I agree. I think Kenneth Walker, he was just the best player on the field, offensively at least. Usually that's who they give it to, so it just made sense. Definitely not Sam Darnold. I felt like he played not to lose, so it would have been difficult to give it to a player who didn't really play that well. I mean, you always want to give it to the quarterback because he's the most important player on the team, but I felt like Kenneth Walker was just the best player that day.
I agree.
Especially for that.
Jason Myers.
There's almost 0% chance they give it to a kicker.
5 of 5 field goals. 5 out of 5. Perfect.
He played really
I
well,
know.
but
2
played very
extra
well.
points.
Those field
Right.
goals weren't that far though, bro. Like, let's just be honest. You got to make those. You have to make those. He did his job.
He did. But I'm just saying he did play super well, but you're not giving it to a kicker.
Yeah,
No way.
that's his job, bro.
It's discriminatory. Like when the kicker doesn't do his job, then we point the finger.
No, for sure.
Right? When
For
he
sure.
does do the job, like we have to be able to give praise. There should
mean,
be a trophy. Like
He
should be a
deserves
trophy.
it. No,
Yeah,
he doesn't deserve the Super Bowl MVP, but he deserves praise for sure. Like, ain't no trophy.
Yeah, he's in need of praise. Like I don't know when they go to the clubs and wherever it was, San Francisco, Clara, wherever. Like you got to put Buddy on your shoulders, pause, like and say, "Hey,
Now they'll definitely have
this
him
is that
on
guy."
the. They'll definitely have his name on the section sign for sure. Like he's
Yeah,
definitely
like-
getting his name thrown up there. But like, come on,
You
bro.
know. All right, but all in all, though, gentlemen, the entertainment aspect of the Super Bowl, that we have to, we'll talk a little bit about. But this was a very boring game. I didn't really enjoy, watching it. I felt like this game was very over. When we talk about the second half of things, it was evident that the Patriots just couldn't move the ball. There just wasn't any kind of excitement, any back and forth necessarily. It just seemed like the Seahawks controlled the game from start to finish here. But, excuse me, the Super Bowl halftime show, we're going to have to touch on just a little bit, pause. Now, whatever the Super Bowl halftime comes on nowadays, I just go directly to Twitter, which was down at some point, by the way. Like I couldn't even look at the tweets, look at the comments or whatever. And I saw, to sum it up, some people saying this was the worst halftime show that they've ever seen.
You're talking about Trump,
And
bro?
then another hand, hold on now. And then another hand said that this was the best Super Bowl halftime show that they ever seen. So, gentlemen, I just want to ask you just about the discourse that we've seen surrounding Bad Bunny, right? And his performance, what the NFL was trying to do. No English spoken. Like, how did y'all feel about the halftime show?
I mean, I thought it was cool to see a different culture. I thought they put on a pretty good display. I liked them bringing out Lady Gaga. I thought that was pretty cool. They brought some English into it so people could understand a bit of it, but I thought it was a powerful message, especially with the political climate with Hispanic culture and ICE and all that. I really liked it though. I thought it was probably one of the better ones in recent memory.
The boy PR trans. We love to see it. We definitely love to see it.
No, I'm for real.
Now,
Bro.
Julian, ain't you Latino? Julio.
That's what they call me here for some. But it's called I live in Miami, so I feel like I do have a little bit of somewhat of a different perspective, just because Spanish is the main language spoken here, right? So that's not necessarily irregular for me. And in terms of Bad Bunny, in these type of communities, he is the guy. Like he is huge. People all around me, like everyone that I know here, they were calling it the Benito Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was real for them. They don't care about football. They don't care about the game, but they tuned in to watch him. So it was cool to see him get his chance to shine. And what Ian said about the political climate of right now is definitely true. I think they did. I don't know exactly when they picked Bad Bunny to perform, but it definitely worked out that right now is a great time for him to perform and put on a message that did have political significance and cultural significance. So that was really cool to see. And I just enjoyed it, number one. Like, I do know his music. Like I said, I live here in Miami. So I had no issues with it. Do I think it was the best performance of all time? No. Like, I'm not his biggest fan. I like his music a lot. Like, he's played in the club a lot here. But yeah, there are some that come to mind that I think that I liked better because I probably relate to them better. But for Spanish people, of course, that was the best Super Bowl performance of all time. Like, you would be foolish to say that it wasn't. And for people who are on the other end of the spectrum, like, Trump, I know that they were blown. I'm sure they were blown, right? Like they couldn't understand it. So I don't know. They're also very ignorant. So it was cool to see. Shout out to Bad Bunny. And I hope they keep doing things like that with the Super Bowl halftime. Because, yeah, It was powerful.
Like what exactly?
What do you mean? Like
by that?
I don't want. I made a comment in our group chat during the game, like when some folks were pushing back on the performance, and I was saying, like, I enjoy it not being a mainstream performer, and they were saying every Super Bowl performer is mainstream. I don't agree. I don't think this is mainstream for a Super Bowl performer. Like, he literally did not speak a lick of English during the performance. That's not mainstream. Usher is not mainstream, right? Half of the guys who were watching it with you, me, and Ian, I think, in the moment didn't know any of Usher's songs, right? Usher is relevant to Black people who listen to R&B, but he's not mainstream to maybe the white American dad who watches football, right? That's a mainstream Super Bowl performer. So I like to see it kind of moving in a different direction. We've gotten Kendrick Lamar. They were upset at that. We've gotten Bad Bunny, obviously. They were upset at that. They were upset at Usher. Usher brought my frat up there. Like, they were upset at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing a lot of different things that are not mainstream, in my opinion, with a huge platform. So I thought it's been pretty cool to see. So things like that, if you're saying like what?
Now, I believe the main goal of the Super Bowl halftime show is to entertain, right? And we'd be remiss to say that this Super Bowl that we saw was not entertaining, right?
Agree.
We saw a lot out there, song, dance, a story with a nice message, right? I believe we, all can appreciate what was done out there. And just for the people that can't take a step back aside from the politics of it all, you can see with the production how much practice, how much choreography had to be put into that, to make it what it was. So, again, I'm somebody that can appreciate that, right? For me, Julian, what's your favorite Bad Bunny song?
The one with Raul Alejandro.
No. That's not what I asked you.
Bro, I don't speak Spanish. Bro. Something pregunta.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. Like, nah. All I'm trying to say is, though, we're not fans.
No, I'm not. But I like his music, though.
So, obviously, we're not going to, you know what I mean? Like, get into it as much as somebody that would be his fan. And that's fine, right? We all wanted to tune in. We all wanted to see what it would be. And we thought it was cool. So my last question before we get up out of here, folks. Who do we want to see next for the halftime show? Julian said that we don't want to see mainstream artists anymore, right? So Julian wants to see Morgan Wallen.
No,
next.
Wait.
What do you mean? No.
That would be mainstream. You didn't get what I meant by mainstream. Morgan Wallen. Number one, don't even do Morgan Wallen. Apparently he's a little controversial because he's maybe racist. But in terms of his music, I don't know. In terms of his music, he's actually good.
Yeah.
He is
one of the ones.
No,
what's your favorite song?
Seven Summers.
Seven Summers.
Or Chasing You.
How does it go?
That's one of them ones. Yeah, that's
how does it go?
That's one of them ones.
So you're an advocate for racism?
No, I said he's apparently controversial. I don't know everything.
Racism
I don't know.
He's racist.
I don't know. Anyways,
let's see if Twitter knows. Let's see if they know.
But for real though, I think he would be a more mainstream artist. Like the common football fan would really love their performance, right? That would be mainstream in my opinion. So it would be a guy, I don't know, someone who could do something cultural. They're not going to put another Spanish speaker up there next year. That won't happen. But I mean, I would like to see a lot of different people. I've seen some people throw around Chris Brown. I think he is way too controversial right now. Or not right now, just controversial of a person. Yeah. I don't think they can put him in the Super Bowl. Would it be elite? Yeah, it would be. I was at the Breezy Bowl. It would be like that. I'm not going to cap. But I would love to see someone like that who can really perform. Because the guys like him, Usher, even Bruno Mars, those performances were really, really awesome. The Weeknd's was really good in my opinion. So I would like to see someone like that.
Yeah, I think you need a performer for sure. Like, you don't want someone just up there like rapping or singing. Like, you want someone to dance, like putting on a cool performance. Like this year, like Bad Bunny's, the choreography, all that. I thought that was tough. So someone who's like pretty creative. I don't know who that would be though. Like I agree with you. Like I don't think they do someone mainstream. I think they want to do like keep up with the theme they've been doing with like the cultural thing and trying to expand people's music taste. So I'm thinking someone probably like foreign maybe, but not Hispanic like you said probably.
I see. One last thing, sorry. I think one also big thing that we failed to mention was that the NFL is very intentional about doing this. They're trying to reach different audiences. So like they reached us with Usher and Kendrick. They've reached a huge portion of the Spanish community with Bad Bunny. I don't know what community there's left to tap into.
The Asian community.
But who are they going to do? That's what I'm saying.
So if we put a K-pop band out there,
there no way.
What do you?
No.
I'm confused now. Now you've lost.
They put it. I'm sorry, but I don't know if there's any K-pop people on the level of Bad Bunny in America. I'm talking about no. Listen. I'm talking about in America. I'm pretty sure Bad Bunny was a #1 streamed artist in America as well. Like it's not just Latin in the Latin areas. There's no K-pop people who are dominating American streaming. Right?
Do you want to stand on that?
I think so. I don't know. I am standing on that. Yeah, look it up,
dude. I don't hear no one talking about no K-pop bands or artists.
There are K-pop bands that are huge. I know that. I mean, they're not huge in America.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Top group. Excuse me. The top group stream is BTS.
Okay, are they huge in America?
You want to see BTS? Yes.
America?
The top group streamed in America?
Yes.
Okay, what's their streaming?
Do you want to see BTS?
No. But there's no groups in America. So
what do you mean there's no groups in America? Oh God, there's groups.
No, I'm saying listen. I'm saying there's no competition of groups in America. What musical groups are there? So compare their numbers to Bad Bunny. I just want to know what they do in comparison to him in America.
Let's see.
Maybe I'm living in my own bubble because I've never heard a K-pop song played here.
No, you've proved you're a racist. If you don't know BTS, like, come on.
No, I do know them, but what's called that boy Trump would have an aneurysm if they put a K-pop band on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
right?
He might stop the show.
Yeah, he may try to take him out for it.
BTS is the most streamed group in Spotify history, with total streams exceeding 31 billion.
Bro, Spotify is global. It's global.
Yeah, what?
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about streams. Like I just Googled it. Like I don't know what you want me to do. Like I just Googled it.
I want to see Don Toliver though. Honestly, like Don Toliver.
He's not big enough,
bro. Like he's not big enough, bro. Like what's up with this guy?
I mean, you said you don't want someone mainstream. Like they need someone like who really needs.
I said Bad Bunny wasn't mainstream though. I said Bad Bunny wasn't mainstream.
I know what you're saying, but this is a
mainstream to the NFL.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, but they also need a different type of niche.
BTS.
Artist. No, bro, it's too niche.
Don Toliver is not close to. Don Toliver is not close to big enough to be a Super Bowl performer. Come on, bro.
No, he's not. He's not near that.
What?
What is that?
Don Toliver. Don Toliver.
No, everyone does not listen to Don Toliver. Most people don't listen to Don Toliver. Actually,
yeah.
Don Toliver is big, but he's not huge. Could Don Toliver headline a show?
What do you mean headline the show?
A music festival.
He's headlined. What's it called? In Miami.
He definitely could headline a music festival at this point. Yeah,
I'm not knowing. He could headline when he headlined Rolling Loud.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah,
dude. Headliners.
Dude, do you know what the Rolling Loud lineup is? Who's headlining Rolling Loud right now?
I don't know about now. I'm talking about prime Rolling Loud. Like when we went, it was Kanye. It was Kanye.
No. That's not 2016 though. Like you were
No,
talking about today. Like 2 days
years ago. We went and it was Kanye. Who was it? Kanye was
it
Kendrick.
Was like Yachty.
Kendrick, yeah.
Kendrick.
Kanye, Kendrick, not Yachty. It was Kanye, Kendrick, and someone else huge. I don't remember the last person, but they were huge. Was it Future?
It was Future.
Or was Future? I don't even think Future was headlining.
Yeah, I mean, this man is headlining today. Like, actually, this is the lineup. This is Don Toliver. Like,
Yeah, bro, but there's levels, right? There's levels.
I don't know what you want me to say. We're talking today, though. Like,
Yeah, no, I tried
him.
He can headline the show, but I'm saying, in comparison to the guys who used to headline, like a Kendrick, like a Kanye, bro, it's not even close.
Yeah,
I feel like if they get some niche, though, they could get a lot more different.
They would have to bring out multiple guys if they're going Don Toliver.
Yeah, that's fine. They could do that.
Like Don Toliver and a lot of friends.
Yeah,
like a lot
of big friends. Cactus boys out there.
On me, it could get serious.
Yeah. It would be Travis Scott out of anyone. It could be Travis Scott, but that would be a blow. I'm not allowed
to.
Travis
can't do it.
No. He's more of like a live performer, you know, because of the party and the scene.
This is
Travis
live,
Scott
bro.
over TV.
Nah, yeah, that
Travis Scott over TV would be a blow, bro.
That would be a blow.
Y'all are trying.
Nah, come on.
So okay. Now, all seriousness, like 100%, very serious. They asked Future Hendrix to do it. Like,
he's not doing it.
He would do it. I think he would do it. No, he definitely would do it. No way he would.
If we put Future up there, like, do you think that's niche enough? Like,
that would be a blow.
That would get the people going.
That would be a blow in my opinion. But like, it would be a blow.
Bro, Future. Are you serious?
I love Future, bro. We grew up on Future. He's not a Super
Bowl. Wait.
Not a Super Bowl. No.
He can't do the
That's like when folks say to put Thug up there, bro. That would be a blow. You can't put Thug on the Super Bowl performance.
Why not? Bro, if we did, Atlanta and Friends.
Thug. Bro.
If
Young
we
Thug.
could do Atlanta.
Think of his name. His name is Young Thug. He just got
Truly
locked up on a
God.
RICO case. He just beat a RICO case.
He's truly humble under God. And you know that.
Shut up.
Do you know what he's done for the community?
Yes, I know what he's done for the community. And I also know some other things. But anyway.
What do you know? Like, which are you willing to testify?
Things that have come out. Many things
are you willing to testify?
I am not me. No, that's what I saw. These guys though. But anyways, no, bro, they can't put Thug out there. People would be sick. They would be sick.
There would be another Trump halftime show for sure.
Bro, imagine like Sam. Imagine teleport Sam into the future, like 30 years away. But Sam not from Atlanta though, right? Teleport Sam 30 years into the future not from Atlanta, bro. He would be sick to see Young Thug come out in a dress and start rapping, bro. Come on now.
A dress, I'm done. He would put on a dress. He definitely would.
I mean, he would.
We
love Thug. We love Thug in the city, but come on, bro.
No, I don't know what music is playing in my ear right now, but we'll go ahead and wrap this up on this note. That's A5 Pod. Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Julian is a racist and also a snitch. Let's see y'all next week.